Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first ever DesignOff. I want to say hello to all of you guys in the chat and thank you for coming out because we have an amazing production for you guys today and two amazing contestants as well as you guys here today. I know there's a lot of questions on what is DesignOff, how does it work? We'll answer those in just a moment, but I want to say hi to everyone in the chat. We have Ashfaq, Andre, Anika, Excellent, and so many more. You guys are gonna have a lot of fun today, but before we get started, DesignOff is an online tournament where you guys, the audience, and our on-stage designers compete against each other and the clock for some amazing prizes. Now, without any further ado, I do want to give a special thanks to both Front Row, myself, and Adobe XD, as this is sponsored by them. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the rules of today. To DesignOff, ladies and gentlemen, let's discuss how DesignOff works and get into some of the rules. Before we get into some of the rules, remember today's tournament prizes are 1 free year of Adobe Creative Cloud and a one-of-a-kind, fresh off the press Adobe XD hoodie for free. Only the top 5 designers of today's challenge will win. If you're just hearing about this now and this piques your interest, good, because anyone can join in with us today. So grab your mice, keyboard, tablet, Apple Pencil, what have you, and let's get ready to design off. Let's get into the rules. Rule number 1, all designs submitted must have been created in Adobe XD or you're disqualified. And that means no one near Creative Cloud or dope Adobe XD hoodie for you. Other than that, the only other rule is anything goes. You can take elements from your previous work, templates, UI kits, design elements, Google images, you name it. You can use anything to put towards your idea for today's design challenge. This competition is about seeing who is the most nimble, fastest thinker, and resourceful designer. The choice is yours for how you attack today's challenge and utilizing our secret elements. Now, let's talk about how the tournament will actually run. To start off, right after this, we will be revealing both the challenge and the secret element so you all know what today's challenge is. After that, we'll make our way to the arena and the tournament's countdown will begin. And that's when it's time to get designed. Every designer will have 45 minutes to put together a creative masterpiece that best fits the challenge and best utilizes our secret elements. Once the clock has stopped, it's time for you, the audience, to pick a stage winner. During the judging phase, you will see a QR code on the screen and a link in the description for you guys to easily decide on who your favorite stage pick is. For those of you in the audience who are competing here with us, you guys get a little bit of an advantage. You guys have 30 minutes extra to submit your designs to the Game Changers Discord and Instagram. On Instagram, you will either post your design in your stories or feed with the hashtag DesignOff for it to be entered. By 8 p.m. EST, the judges and I will have chosen 3rd, 4th, and 5th place winners, and we will announce the winners via our Discord chat at that time. So if you haven't already, please join our Discord. Links are down in the description. Now that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat and our mods will help you out with anything that you may need. But for now, let's get into the arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first DesignOff. We are in the arena with Andrea and Ruben Cespedes with an amazing face. He's that excited. Now, Andrea, first, let's get to talking. How do you feel about this tournament? Do you feel that you'll win?
Yeah, for sure. I'm super confident. I must say that I'm excited, kind of nervous, but super confident.
Super confident, yeah. Sans the nervous. The nervous is attacked, ladies and gentlemen. It is attacked to make Ruben feel more confident than he should be. Ruben, how do you feel about the tournament?
I feel great, man. Thanks for the invite, man, and I'm so excited to be against Andrea. She's an amazing designer, so we're gonna have a hell of a time today.
Thank you, Ruben.
Definitely.
I feel the same.
For sure. And for those of you guys, we're gonna have a lot of fun today. And for those of you guys who don't know Andrea, she is an amazing UI UX designer. She is also an avid 3D and AR designer as well. You should definitely check her out on Instagram. She is going to make Ruben work for his 1 year of Creative Cloud. Ruben, on the other end as well, is Dr. Gone UX designer. He is also an avid XD ambassador, just like Ansiosa, and is also going to give Ansiosa a run for her money. So with that said, this is going to be an excellent tournament, and I can't wait to have you guys join in on what we have for today. Now, with that being said, we need to talk about what our challenge is for today and our secret ingredient. Now, just to reiterate, even though we are doing XD, remember all things are on the table. You may use anything from Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Dimension, anything to put together what you need to submit. At the end of the day, it just must end up in Adobe XD. All right, with that said, let's get into what our challenge is for today. And that'll be right now. We have to design a gaming platform website from scratch. This amazing example is from Dimitro and Quib Studio. And our secret element is we must use an Among Us character in any fashion. It must be an Easter egg, okay? So we must use an Among Us character in some format in whatever it is that we submit today. It could be an Easter egg. You can do it a whole entire Among Us application or a whole entire website. It's for you guys to choose. So with that being said, what do you think about the challenge now, Ansiosa? What do you think? How are you going to, what is the plans with the Among Us character?
All right. Well, my husband is a gamer, so should be. I've been like watching a lot of UIs, and I think I got it. Let's see how I just use the secret ingredient. See how I feel.
Cool. Sweet. All right, Ruben. How about you? We know you are an avid gamer. How do you think that you will use the secret ingredient?
So we're talking about the Among Us like characters. We can use, they have multiple, right? So we can use either however we want it within the design. So I'll see I have something in mind, but now I have to like reconsider my options. So we'll see what I come up with. Yeah, for sure.
That sounds like a plan. Ladies and gentlemen, again, to reiterate, you do not have to, the entire thing does not have to be Among Us related. It just must be at least one bit of it. It can be an Easter egg. It can be the entire application, you name it. So with that being said, it's time to get into the arena, ladies and gentlemen. All right. With that said, start your engine, start your applications. It's time to getting on. On the count of 3, we will begin. So Ansiosa, Ruben, are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
All right, on the count of 3. And go! All right, first off, Ansiosa, what is the plan? Are we going for inspiration first? And ladies and gentlemen, what do you think in the chat? What do you think about the challenge? Right now, Ansiosa is going intensely at the blank square that she has. What are your thoughts? How are we going to do this?
Yeah. Actually, I was looking into a game that was to release, like the new Resident Evil.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna just start organizing the elements that I'm gonna use. Maybe I create the navigation, and then I'll go for images. Let's see how it goes.
That sounds absolutely exciting, guys. All right, Ruben, it's your turn. Now that you've heard a little bit of, or maybe you haven't, Ansiosa's plan, what is your plan of attack? What is your plan of attack?
Well, my plan right now is I already save this locally, in case something happens. So the first thing I did is just save my file locally, then naming some of the things here, the screens and everything, and then just I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. So, but of course the secret ingredient kind of threw me off a little bit. But what I'm gonna do is just work something out within the Among Us character. So yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about the secret ingredient? How are you guys going to approach this? We would love to know in the chat, because we know there's probably a lot of people going, why did he pick it? Why did he pick Among Us? Why? But then some other people might be like, We ready.
Yeah.
So we would love to know in the chat who is ready and who is not. And if you haven't already, hit that like button because we are super ecstatic about what we're going to do here. So far we have Antiosa going in deep with guides. This is so interesting to watch what's going on here. She's already dragging the file super long. I have no idea what's going on here, guys.
You'll see.
Magic at work. There's magic afoot. There is magic afoot. But it looks like they're starting off both with the navigations. We're starting off with DesignOff. I'm surprised that nobody has started off by looking for inspiration. This must be top level tier imagination coming into one's being and telling them what to design, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think?
Yeah, just letting it flow. I just want to do my kind of like I'm not going to say sketch, but more like a mid fidelity, and then we'll polish it and take it to the next level.
Got you. Is the key in the polish or is it in the beginning? How do you work, Antiosa?
I used to, well, if I'm doing a real project, like kind of like job project, I do a lot of research. But since we are a little bit tight of time, and this is a challenge, just let's see how it goes. As of right now, I think like the best is just like for me just to define the sections and the elements that I'm gonna use. And then from that, I just like add like the hi-fi elements.
Got it. And for those of you in the chat, I do see, does it have to be a website? Yes, that is part of the qualifications. It must be a website and it must also be gaming related and also include an Among Us character. A lot of you guys in the chat are like, why is it Among Us? Because we're trying to make you think. We're trying to make you solve a problem while also trying to figure out how, with a constraint that really shouldn't be in there. This will make you think about real world stuff, guys. People in the chat are asking, what is the time limit? We are actually down our first 5 minutes. I can smell and see the sweat on Ruben's cap and Antiosa with dear concern in her face that actually that might be a plan. That might be her plan.
I would love to see what Ruben is doing, but just let's go from like, let's see at the end. Let's see how it goes.
Well, you can't, not now.
The conspiring against each other. It seems as if they're almost watching what each other is doing. They're both starting very similarly. Right? It's like it's a recording. I smell conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a recording. Yeah, right. All right, so I'm putting myself in there as a. Where is it? Where's my photo?
While you guys are getting on that, for those of you guys in the chat, where are you submitting? That's a great question. So, for those of you who are watching as the audience, you guys actually have a great upper hand. Those on the stage must finish what they are doing within 45 minutes. Those of you who are watching have 45 minutes as of now, plus another 30 minutes. You guys have 30 minutes after this competition ends to submit your project to Instagram, whether that be a story or in feed using the hashtag DesignOff. Later at 8 p.m. EST, which is an hour after this competition, we will be announcing the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place winners in our Discord, which is links down in the description. And you guys will win 1 free year of Adobe Creative Cloud and some awesome Adobe XD swag, which is the super sexy hoodie. So I'm beyond excited about that. Essentially, you guys, if you really want to look at it, you guys have an extra hour. The verdict is at 8, but if you cut close to 8, you might not get considered. So try to get in there at that 30-minute mark if you can. But let's zoom back into Antiosa. It looks like she's going back into the sections. Yeah! That box is looking so sexy, delicious. Okay, now the chat is going absolutely wild for what Antiosa has. She's finally going into her browser. Let's take a look. What are we searching, Antiosa?
You don't.
Lorem ipsum, everybody. We are going in deep. We are going in deep.
I'm just looking for this text holder.
It's okay. There's a plugin for that. That's why we use Adobe XD, guys. Sam Thomas says, time is flying by. We are already at the 35-minute mark. Let's check on over to Ruben. Ruben looks like he is sticking with a simple plan. He's starting off with a landing page. Ansiosa, on the other hand, is trying to go with a tier of many pages. But you know what? This might end up winning her the battle. She's going for complex. She's going for the gold. But we'll see. Who do you think will win in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know in the chat down below. Fergie says, loving this, reminds me of the game shows when I was a kid. That is what we're doing. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't hit that like button, it would be tremendous for both Ruben and Ansiosa, and show lots of love for the Front Row family if you could do so. And if you haven't already, subscribe. But they're going up. There we go. Ansiosa is coming in with a double section. It seems like she's saving the top of her website for a hero section. Ruben is now resetting the clock, or what he's working on. He's trying to work on a couple of things. I thought he just deleted the artboard, guys. I got scared.
Oh, see.
I was like, he heard me about what Ansiosa was planning, and then reconsider. All right, but let's take a dive in. He's going in Mortal Kombat style. The movie just came out. I thought it was horrible, but regardless, their IP is is absolutely amazing. And we have people in the chat saying, "Go, Andrea, go." Back to Andrea. The chat is loving. You are on fire. She's back again with sections. She's getting in that third piece. Photos are coming in. Ruben. Ooh, there we go. Very quickly. This is what I love. Remember, guys, those of you guys who are watching, anything goes. You can pull assets from anywhere on the internet. Just remember, towards the end, and just because of confidentiality, give credit to where you take stuff from. But you can steal. You can pull things from past work. You can pull anything, remember. So, you can pull from UI kits, your past work, things online. This whole competition is about who is the quickest, the most nimble, the most resourceful designer, and that is who will win this tournament. All right, I'm not sure if he's looking at cupcakes. Ruben is coming in. We have Ansiosa coming in with even more interesting sections. She's using a lot of the Adobe XD platform utility, and I absolutely love it.
I can believe that we already have like 15 minutes.
We are 35 minutes right at the dot. We are now at 34:57. You guys are good. Ruben is very quickly going through. I see the plan. We see the plan, Ruben. We see through it all. You're going to grab all the assets, Ansiosa. You have to keep up. You get in the section, but this might be the method to the madness. Get everything, the layout, the thoughts out, and then go scour the internet for what is necessary. I like this. I think there's a lot of deceptive things here, Ansiosa. You're smart. We see this. We know what you're doing. The chat knows what you're doing. The chat says,
splash.
Andrea, we can't wait to see what you have coming up.
Excited, nervous, against the clock. Let's see.
All right. It seems like one person is we have Andrea taking a very e-commerce, what is the approach that I want to do for this particular website, putting a lot of thought behind it. And Ruben, it seems very aesthetic, very pleasing. What is the coolest thing that I can make? And I love both approaches. And look at that smug look at Ruben. He's like, what is good? He almost looks like, yeah, okay, we coming. Andrea, back at, I feel like we could grab some memes from this particular competition. We have a lot of screenshots we could grab from this.
I do a lot of face design while designing. I just bite my tongue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what focus looks like, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest kind. We have people in the chat says, Mortal Kombat, Among Us, special elements, interesting, Ruben. We are very actually interested. Maybe this is the plot. Maybe the Among Us is attacking Scorpion. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because the Among Us is the real reason Scorpion's family is no longer and that he is a demon. Plot twist. But we'll see. It looks like the internet demons are attacking Ruben's internet. Oh no. The internet is like, or maybe it's Antiosa. Maybe this was her plan all along.
All along.
We will hack Ruben. Those in the chat, the conspiracy. Indeed. But let's go back to Antiosa. She's coming in. I see some new developments here, ladies and gentlemen. We have some individuals asking Ruben, we want to see how you put in the Among Us people. I actually want to see how Antiosa brings in the Among Us. We have a lot of assets. We see a lot of planning, a lot of architecture happening here. I kind of wish I saw some pictures, but I bet she's going to sneak attack us. She's going to swipe kick us towards the end with everything being able, with the click of a button, importing everything, because that's what Adobe XD makes so simple, so easy.
That's true. I'm going to surprise you, see.
She's going to surprise us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back over to Ruben. Play like a pro. Let's see. We are using Burlow as the font. We have Scorpion still chilling. We've added some of our assets, some flame right behind Scorpion. I think this is going to look very interesting. We did a really quick logo lockup even inside Adobe XD. This is going to be insane.
I'm going to bring my first asset.
So it's one.
I have a kind of like templates for footer, so
Very nice.
Like,
Oh, she didn't tell us about this. This is the secret, guys. She had the UI kits lined up front and center to annihilate Ruben. This is where the game changes.
All right. Bombs here.
Let's use some colors.
We're both playing in the browser. We're looking for things to use. Guys, we would love to know in the chat, what are you wanting to see? Who do you guys think will win, Ruben or Antiosa? The choice will be yours. But who are you guys liking so far? Are you liking the Scorpion direction by Ruben, or are you enjoying the tactical, the architecture that Antiosa has put together for the start? What do you guys think? Let us know in the chat. We have both Go Ruben and Go Antiosa in the chat. The crowd is absolutely digging. Oh, first asset is dropped by Antiosa. It looks like a horror game. A horror game. Interesting. I believe that the Among Us space alien thing, that if anybody knows what it is in the chat, please let us know. But we're very interested in figuring out how we're going to utilize that fellow. They both have techniques, don't sweat it. They know what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. These are professionals, ex-doctor and AR and 3D master, both UI UX designers and XD ambassadors here on the floor doing some damage. As Ruben presses his fingers against his scruff for an idea, it's going down. We are past the 30-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. We have gone past 15 minutes. That means we have 30 minutes left. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are in the chat, remember, make your design as sexy as possible. And remember, you can use absolutely anything as long as the finished product is in Adobe XD and includes the challenge of being a website that is game themed and includes our Among Us fellow. And it can be one character. The entire application can be Among Us related. It is up to you. But let's take a detailed look. All right, we're definitely going for a horror theme here. We have the sections in. Everything is coming together so quickly. And look at that focus. I wish I could zoom. Antiosa just looking left to right, planning the domination on the floor. It's actually quite alerting. She has her mission, her goal, and it looks like Ruben might be taken down today. The nail biting ensues. All right, Ruben, what is the plan? We have the grip on the hair. What is the plan? Where are we going? DeviantArt.com.
Right. Yeah, so I needed some background here. the top, so I can just like knock out first section and then go for the second one, and then going for the third one and maybe a fourth one if time permits. But yeah, that's the plan for right now.
We dig it. And time certainly does look like it's permitting. We have a nice, ooh, there we go. That might actually look really good with a clean. By the way, guys, you can pull things into Photoshop if you do wish to get some of that color correction if you want, because that would look actually hella dope. All right. Antiosa, we're going back to you. Resident Evil Village logo. Oh, we don't do scary, ladies and gentlemen. That is what sends us home packing crying. Like a little boy. Antiosa might make me cry after this. But on a serious note, back into the challenge. We are getting in deeply. We have a model in. We have the Village Resident Evil. Maybe I see where the horror fits in with the Among Us character. This is very interesting. Those in the chat are saying, very nice narration, Brandon. Yes, this is what we do even when nobody's around, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I do in the shower. This is exactly. Yeah. You feel my drift. Okay. Yeah. For those who like Little John, make sure you hit that like button because this will get demonetized and we have no other way to showcase that this is valuable. We are at almost the 25-minute mark. How are you guys holding up in the audience? Are you liking what you're seeing? Are you enjoying this spectacular production? If so, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't already, go down in the description, follow us in our Discord because that is where we will be revealing our winners later tonight. Remember, if you guys just popped on, if you are competing, you have the time now plus 30 minutes to an hour after the competition to submit your work on Instagram, either in feed or in your story using this hashtag DesignOff. Again, when you guys are done with your designs, you want to submit your final work and or animations on Instagram, either in feed or in your stories, using the hashtag DesignOff so that we can take a look and we and my team can actually sift through all the work and decide the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place winners. With that said, we're excited to see all the contestants, all of these submissions, and we can't wait to see what you guys come up with. We have some very smart individuals in the chat. People are digging the tie, the competitors, and it's getting serious. Ooh, zooming back in on, there we go, Antiosa. It is only 25 minutes past. If I can't do math, maybe it's 20. There we go. That's why we did not go to college. Because boy cannot add 1 + 1. Anyways, go to school, kids. We are here back at Antiosa. We had the model, we have the assets in place. She zoomed far out because she doesn't want Ruben to see and or cheat. All right. Moving back into Ruben.
I love it.
All right. We are back. Play like a pro. We are messing with the background image. We have the flares, but it seems those in the chat might have something right. It seems as if Ruben is playing a lot with assets and he's trying to get a storytell feel. But maybe, just maybe, because he didn't set up structure, he might fall behind. Antiosa set everything up, but I might be wrong. Prove me wrong, Ruben. Prove the chat wrong.
Will do.
All right. Antiosa is on her 2nd page. My goodness. She is rolling. The quiet ones never sleep on, ladies and gentlemen. You will learn that throughout your life. They are always the ones. Every time someone's quiet, you should look at them and be like, why is so quiet? Anyways, I digress. Back to the competition. We are looking back at, they're both looking at Among Us. They know where each other are in this time during the competition. They could smell that it's time to go look for Among Us assets. It's about time. And I'm very surprised that their ears are not bleeding with the nonstop chatter of Brandon Groce, because this is what it's like talking to me on the regular. Anyways, there we go. Both assets are in, locked. We have Sir Sus 1 in black with Ruben. And we have the other sus, or many susses. Oh, maybe we're gonna get more than one, ladies and gentlemen. People are saying, bring it home, Ruben. Bring it home. Anciosa, this is the time now. Show them. Show them that you guys know what is up. You guys are XD ambassadors. You guys have the title of titles, the throwdown of the throwdown ability. So, all right, there's some pen action going on over on Ruben's end. He is molding it. Maybe this is a mask. Cherise says in the chat, Anciosa is moving in a stealth-like fashion. I do concur. Speaking of stealth, Ruben's stealthfully melded into the black. His Among Us character / astronaut. I have no idea what those things are called. I just thought it was cute to add. And it would trip people up. But this is seeming very exciting. We have Anciosa doing very quick turnarounds and really surprising us. And Ruben, I'm very interested to see the second approach in this second section. Ruben, talk to us. Is this a mask?
It's not a mask. It's a kind of like a background for this characters. I want to do something different. I don't know, something that, let's see. Just trying to find the right shape. Maybe I should play with, the Among Us character shape a little bit. Okay. So I can use it as a background.
Yes. We're testing. We are testing in quick time, ladies and gentlemen. We are very interested to see what Ruben comes up with in the next 20 minutes. Time is now slipping away because Little John said so. All right, Anciosa, talk to us. Wow, we have gone through quite a bit. I think the sneakiness was using the dark theme to really hide the background images. Talk to us. Where are we at?
I'm just start adding details. I'll work a little bit more in this middle section, kind of like publicity for Among Us. And meanwhile, just like giving like the feeling to the rest of the page.
Very nice. Will you be bringing this into anything to kind of formalize? Because I see that everything has like really nice, crisp, clean, and similar colors, a theme. Will you be bringing assets into things like Photoshop to kind of correct those things, like the Among Us and or your model up top?
Yes, actually, I just removed this background. I grab it as a full image, and then I love this XD option that just edit it with Photoshop and open it, save it. It's just like a small layer. And yeah, let's see what we can keep adding.
The stealth approach, ladies and gentlemen. Stealth. All right, let's going back to both so we can get a nice side by side. We are still playing with the shape, Ruben. We are at 19 minutes. Scorpion might not be enough to win this, my good sir.
All good, bro. All good.
Ruben has things. Oh, that when you hear that, guys, he has a plan. Anytime he has that look in his eye, he knows the sus will get me as the narrator because Ruben knows what he's doing. He has planned the entire day for this entire mission of today. He knows what he came here to do, and that was win, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you guys came to do the exact same.
All right. What else can we do here?
All right, we have 3 Among Us's in the building. What are these things called, guys? I have the astronauts? Who knows in the chat? Excellence says, we have open Photoshop. Fan is working hard. Yes, our internal fans of our computers and our brains are working at the very moment. It is indeed quite serious. If it hasn't already, it just did. We now have multiple Among Us's coming, I'm just calling them astronauts, guys. I'm done. We have multiple astronauts coming in, multiple colors, multiple variants. It's going to be interesting. It looks like we are going for an approach that showcases what it's like to game like a pro when it comes to Ruben's design choice. That sucker is big. We need to downscale him today. He came and wanted to eat up all the other astronauts' lunch. He was definitely the imposter. Delete. All right. Let's take a closer look. All right, we have 3 different colors. We are moving in red, blue, and green. We've opened up Photoshop. I'm assumably taking down all of the background from exactly the crewmates. That's what they're called, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent. And the crew is asking about Ansios's design. Let's take a peek. Let's see what we've got going on. We have 17 minutes. We are down to the wire. Time has slipped away. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, they are both moving quick as hell, says Karina. This is what masters look like in this, ladies and gentlemen. This is what time constraints do, and this is what every designer does when asked how long a designer takes. It really takes a day, but we wait to the last moment. I'm joking. I'm joking. Ansiosai and Ruben will be like, after that. It takes a while to think, but we are in the squeeze. That lip biting. I really wish I had a TikTok meme ready to play for Ruben, but I do not. He was ready. All right. Sus is when you play the game and try to find out the person being suspicious as the imposter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we all vote on who is not the sus. I think. I'm not sure if that works. But it looks like they both have been stuck in this period. They started really quickly. They got a lot down on page. Now it seems that what is tripping them up is the secret ingredient. There's a lot of color. They both chose dark backgrounds, dark themes, and now the Among Us might be too colorful, guys. It might be too colorful, but maybe they'll find a way to incorporate a dark crewmate to accompany in this. Or maybe what could be really interesting is there is a hover interaction that has nothing to do with the design, and if you hover over something, it pops up and says sus. Who knows? That is not a suggestion, but they could take it if they wanted to. And those in the chat. All right, let's see what Ansios is typing over here. Have you tried to be sus? This is very quick. Boom, copying, pasting the buttons. We are going in deep. This is an e-commerce website, ladies and gentlemen. This is interesting. All right, we have T-Rex. We have the burnt toast as, okay, Bunny. We have renamed him to Bunny. The red is Bunny. We are officially moving into naming our crewmates. What is this section representative of, Ruben? What is the plan here?
The plan here is just to kind of like showcase some of the playing characters for gamings, especially for Among Us. So I had to put in some titles and I will have some sort of animations in here as you scroll down. I don't want to give a lot, so you'll see.
All right, we will see, ladies and gentlemen. The chat is saying the crewmates are not yet cohesive with either design. This is what the last 14 minutes we are down to will really be used for. It seems like they have their initial concept down. They both have the idea wrapped. They just need to somehow fit this crewmate or crewmates into what they have. It needs to make sense and it needs to look good because you guys in the audience will be ruthless about who wins. Talk to us, guys. Are you guys feeling confident about what you have? That is a silent yes. I will.
Oh, that was to us?
Yeah. Yeah.
The concentration.
We're into it. Let's see.
All right. We'll let them concentrate. Those of you who are watching, we hope that you are striving just as much as we are here on screen. Remember, if you just popped in, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the Pitch Proof YouTube. It will help tremendously. And as much as we played Little John today and a couple other Let's Get Ready to Rumble, this will be demonetized. So your love and respect and pressing the like button would be immensely helpful in helping this video. And we're excited to see your submissions. Again, the way to submit your design later this evening is on Instagram, whether it be in feed or on stories. You either tag, it would help, tag us, or just use the hashtag DesignOff. That's the easiest bet. Don't worry about tagging nobody. Hashtag DesignOff, and we, after an hour of this competition, we will announce the winners at 8 p.m. EST in our Discord, which are in the link down in the description. It is like the third link. It is the Game Changers. And in there, you'll be able to see the DesignOff chat room. We will announce there. But we'll also DM you on Instagram so you guys know. All right, so we have some sizing. We have some, Ruben is making T-Rex, Bunny, and Harris T, different sizes. We're thinking, we're figuring out what exactly is going to fit here. We'll let him do his work. Oh, we're getting feathers. Interesting. Is the crewmate going to fly in on a feather, Antiosa, and attack everybody that is on the website? Is this the Easter egg?
Uh-huh. Now you feel me.
Oh my goodness. We moved quick. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 12 minutes on the clock. How are you guys doing in the chat? We have people, Ruben has taken almost 10 minutes. No! We have Magico 10 minutes on Ruben and his Among Us. He had a strong concept. It seems as if getting the crewmates is a little bit difficult. Maybe what had happened was I gave the brief too early and he came with the concept too early and was like, all right, we're gonna smack some crewmates in there. That might have been the thing, but this is absolutely really challenging for any designer because how do you fit a gaming platform? And there's a lot of choices that need to be made. Do you do all of Among Us? Do you do only partially Among Us? Do you do a full gaming platform? How do you go about this? This is very interesting how both designers seem to took a very specific approach. One specifically related to the Village Resident Evil and the other very closely related to being a pro gamer. So we'll see how this pans out. We are almost at the 10-minute mark. Time has flown, ladies and gentlemen. Laura says, I do have a question. Do we submit in IG or Discord? Is it also okay for submissions? Yes, you can do both if you really want to help us out, but the primary submission for us to count is on Instagram using the hashtag DesignOff. If you guys want to also submit in our Discord inside of the DesignOff chat room, that would also be awesome. But we will be making decisions based off of Instagram submissions. Thank you, Laura. Luciana says, Andrea, oh, Ruben, we must bring back the clock. There we go. We're bringing back there we go. The Asset King is bringing back a background that he had been planning this entire time. He didn't want to show us. He wanted to sweep the leg, ladies and gentlemen. Zooming in, we're working on that opacity, and it looks almost delicious. It's coming together beautifully, wondiferously. It's getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We have 9 minutes. They're closing out. Antiosa looks like she's about the closest to a completely finished design, and she used the Among Us in the footer. This makes plenty of sense. I'm liking the way that this is going, and she might even add animation. The crowd is going wild, ladies and gentlemen, and this is getting, almost had a burp there. That was definitely the burger that I had earlier today, and it was trying to say hello. Anyways, that aside, this is getting exciting. The crowd is heated, they're ready, and they're very ready to get voting here. Andre says, Antiosa took the smart approach and coming up with a game plan. But I do think Ruben has an amazing aesthetic that I think can still win. He just has to really hold it together for these 9 minutes. The seriousness and the dedication is almost as what Antiosa looked like in the beginning, so I believe he has a plan. They're both deep in Google searches. It's going down to the wire. We have 8 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I think what we can do, Ruben, I believe you could save it if you rely on your assets and maybe do a very minimal Easter egg. You might be able to save him because that first header is absolutely crucial and amazing to what you have. And Antiosa has the theme and everything. She's putting on the final touches. It's coming down to the final countdown here, ladies and gentlemen. Talking back to the chat, how many of you guys, is this your first front row experience? Are you guys enjoying the very first DesignOff rendition? How are you liking the tournament? Would you guys like to partake on Steam or on the stage too? Let us know. We would love some feedback towards the end of the event. But with that being said, let us know in the chat and we'll be around in Discord after. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to 7 minutes. We have Antiosa coming in with feathers. I still don't see a crewmate flying in on the feather. I'm not sure she'll do it, but she might try to keep this sophisticated.
That didn't work. I was trying to improvise.
We tried.
But I kind of like the crowds, like since like basically she transforms, right? Like she like the feathers and the crowd like kind of like she turns into. So in that section, I'm kind of like using like kind of like just adorn and like it like the aesthetic of the page.
Got it. I dig it. That's the next page. That was very smart. I didn't even think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Starting with one main key page and then towards the footer, going to another page, which would be Among Us. Let's go to Ruben. All right, Ruben, how you feeling? What do we got?
What's up, bro? Pretty tight here. Finishing off the last section here, which I want to put like a trailer section here so people can see in this page that this game has now a movie type of thing.
Got it. All right, we went from Mortal Kombat. We have the crewmates in T-Rex, Bunny, and Harry Potter, and we now have a movie section coming in at the bottom. This is getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. The chat is saying this is so stressful to watch, but it's so exciting at the same time. They too want to say, it is indeed a fanatical experience, ladies and gentlemen. We're so glad to have you join us today, and we hope that you are competing along with us and join in finalizing your guys' designs in the audience to submit on Instagram using the hashtag DesignOff. We have 5 minutes left.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. This is where it counts, guys. 5 minutes. 5 whole minutes. Manuel says, I tried to do something, but it's too difficult trying to watch and do it at the same time, so I gave up. Manuel, it is okay. Remember, you have a full hour after this. Really 30 minutes, but if you really could sneak in, we might have some sympathy, which we probably will. You have an hour after this to compete and submit something, my friend. So I highly implore you, smack something together, utilize. Remember, this is about putting an idea together. You don't have to start from scratch. Both on Antiosa and Ruben have utilized things from the internet, have utilized other projects, have utilized UI kits. That is what we want to bring to the table. We want ingenuity, nimbleness, and just thinking quickly on your feet. I was trying to say toes and feet at the same time, and foe came out. I'm just hungry. All right. We have 4 minutes and 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming down. Ruben has copied his artboard. We are going with another direction, unless this is an animation. It seems like he might try. Ooh, that face looks like it might try to be an animation. We are trying to make a quick move at the final moments to get some extra points from the crowd. It looks like we might be adding some auto animate to this design here. The look and the bob and weave of the left and right, trying to dodge Antiosa's digital punches left and right. This is a true Floyd Mayweather digital version. Antiosa, back to you. I have been sleeping, ladies and gentlemen. They both have started duplicating their pages. It looks like we might be getting into some loading screen animation. This is going to get exciting. Let's see what they can do in just 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It looks like I am not alone in my Hunger Games. The chat is also hungry. Exactly. Where are the cookies, Fergie? Please bring them because I'm going to need some. The ice cream must come later today. All right, the prototyping has begun. 3 minutes exactly is about to hit the clock. We are doing some visualizing. We're hitting the play button, seeing what is going down. We have some people already have casting their vote. You guys are making a things might change, guys, but it seems like there are very, very strong opinionated people already who've casted their votes. By the way, now that we are getting into the final moments here, guys, the way that we'll be voting for who the winner is today, there is a first link down in the description for how to vote for who you want to win this particular challenge on stream. Everybody else who submits their work on Instagram, me and my team will look through all the submissions and announce the next 3rd, 4th, and 5th place winners at 8 p.m. EST, which is an hour from the completion of this tournament. So we are down to 2 minutes. After this, we will begin our voting, but it looks like, let's zoom back in. Let's see what Ruben has. We have some prototypes. We are then casting our net from the 2nd screen all the way to the 3rd. It is coming together. We are coming down to 2 minutes, Ruben. Are you able to, you think you'll finish in time? Just nod yes.
Definitely.
All right, cool. And see, the brain power gets a little struggle here. I can't even talk when I start designing. Ooh. That is a beautiful monstrosity right there, ladies and gentlemen. Anciosa is coming in quickly with those animations. We are down to 1 minute and 30 seconds. Let's see what these guys can do. Jay says, where do we vote? Links, the first link is down in the description, but we will vote in just a moment. Once time hits, we will ask our contestants to pitch their ideas to us, and then we'll move into voting. Have no fear, everything will make sense when we get there. But if you guys want to know if you're on PC and laptop, that's the simplest way. Link down in the description to send in your votes. But we also have a QR code for you guys to easily vote as well. We have 1 minute, guys. Submit everything you need, finalize everything, get everything together. Anciosa and Ruben, finalize everything. 50 seconds. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're getting really, really close on the dot. We are 43 seconds. We have adjusting of assets, moving things in Photoshop, pulling out backgrounds. Anciosa is playing a really risky move here. The cheeks are pulled in with all of the stress, and it's coming down to the wire, guys. It is getting hot in here. If you guys are watching from the front row dashboard, come on over to YouTube. The link is down in the description. Karina says, it's my first time here. Oh, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Left. Hands off keyboard. All right. Who wants to pitch first?
You can go. You can go. Go ahead.
Anciosa,
You want me
pitch
to
to
start?
us. What do we have? Let's see what we got.
So let's do this quick intro. And, so basically, this will be the kind of like a blog page slash e-commerce. Let's say the platform is called DesignOff. And we're showcasing the new game from Resident Evil 3, and we have a little bit of assets from the game. We can have a quick overview. We actually can buy the game. We can scroll through chapters, so you can get like tips and tricks to the game. And then we have kind of like a publicity banner about Among Us. And we scroll and see like different games, like showcase it. We can go and explore like more about them.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. All right, Ruben. Wait, did we see the animation?
Let's go again.
There we go. Nice little loading animation. Just a nice little cherry on top. Beautifully done. All right, Ruben. Let's see what you've got. Run it.
Nice. Nicely done, Ansiosa. Pretty cool stuff. So my approach here was more focused on the aesthetics of things, making it more like gamer, you know what I mean? Like using those typefaces, bold typefaces, and using an accent color in there. As you can see, it's red, of course. Playing with some background colors in here, backgrounds and some textures here, some sparks. This will be a website where, you know, you get to play, you see the games, and you see also the players, you get notifications, and then you see your little picture in there. Then second, I'm going to go this way, and then after that, I'm going to play the whole thing. So the second here section is just Among Us, which is kind of like the second ingredient, which in a way threw me off because I was thinking of something else. But then, of course, I found a way to salvage, I would say, the situation where I can dedicate a whole section just to them. And I named them totally different from the game, of course, because I don't know the names of each one of them. But then try to like utilize like some of the colors and stuff that they have and use some depth. So you can see some of the cards and stuff like that. I had so many things for each one of these cards where you can just like hover over and they will grow, and then, you know, but the time didn't allow me to do that. So moving on to the last one here, last section, it's kind of like showcasing in this section. You know that nowadays gaming it's out there, and there are so many movies that are being created. So as far as like Mortal Kombat, it's one of them that came up, I don't know, like a couple of weeks ago, and wanted to show in this component here, kind of like to watch the trailer for that particular movie. So without further ado, I'm just gonna play the animation here, and then here's your intro. Here is your Among Us component, and then here's your last section.
Nice.
Smooth and buttery, Ruben. Very nice to both of you.
You get some animation still. There you go. Some parallax effect in there. So pretty happy with the 45 minutes we had, or an hour.
No, that's super cool. I love the animation too. Really cool, like when you like actually like go up and it move again. Nice.
Excellent.
And that's it for me. Hope you guys like it.
That was beautifully done. Both of you. That was excellent. Now it is time for the audience to decide. I see some votes have been casted, but it is time, ladies and gentlemen. Who is your winner? Either use your phone to take a photo of the QR code or use the link down in the description. Do you want Ansiosa on our left or Ruben Cespedes on our right to win? Cast your vote and let the best designer win. If you guys are creating your design as well, enjoy the conference or the show or the design off that we have right now. And remember, you have an hour to do your own design after this. We'll push back a little bit and try to look at designs right at 8 p.m. EST, an hour after this, to give you guys some time and some clarity to submit your own cool designs in under an hour. With that said, votes are being cast. Let's see what the audience thinks. So far, we have Ansiosa in first place. We have the chat in motion. Annika says, "You're so fast." Elsa says, "Awesome guys," or "Awesome work, Ruben." Jose says, "Such great job, especially for 45 minutes. You guys did an awesome job." People are saying Ansiosa, Ruben, good job. It looks like Ansiosa is coming in with 20 votes so far. Ruben has 10 votes, halfway. Guys, if you want your favorite designer to win, you must get into voting now. We'll give you a couple more minutes. But Ansiosa, do you think that this challenge would have been as challenging as it was, especially with the secret ingredient?
No. I thought this was intense. It's just like the time, it flies. Like it's so crazy. But I had a lot of fun, and I really like both designs. Like I like mine, and I'm now able to see Ruben's because I just like put it on the other screen, and it's really cool. Like I love the animation, so I think like we did our best in 45 minutes.
For sure. Ruben, how about you?
Yeah, I feel pretty good, pretty strong with wish of course had more time. What I love about mine is it's kind of like I emphasize more on the aesthetics of things and trying to make things look cool for the gamer community. Whereas Ansiosa actually like gets in the nitty gritty of having multiple components and, you know, having some sort of like different styles and components, and really love that structure of the site. It's pretty funny how we would think about things in a different manner, in a different way. And that's totally awesome. That's, you know, that's what makes good designers. Like we have different perspective of things, but at the end of the day, we come up with a great product. And shout outs to Ansiosa and of course myself for this awesome challenge.
Definitely. Well, good job to both.
That was one of the things, Ruben, that now you mentioned it. Like now seeing your design, it's you know, I just like scroll and open like a long artwork, and you just separate it so you were able to actually, you know, like connect and do those animations like really quick. That was super smart, and I really love, like, you know, like you're like, you might know something, but under pressure you just go with the flow, and you did amazing. I think this.
And sometimes you get hungry under pressure. But with that being said,
True.
I think the audience has spoken. Ansiosa came in with 30 votes versus Ruben at 14. The unanimous decision goes to Ansiosa. Excellent job. Ansiosa, can you tell us what is the secret? How did you create such a structure that quickly? What was the secret?
I'm gonna say that will be 5 years in an agency, in an advertising agency, that you don't have time for anything and you just need to like come up with like things like that within 2 hours, just to present the client or just like to win the pitch, you know, just to have something. So yeah, I guess that helped me. I kind of like when it's something like that, I just prefer to do like the bones, like what I have on my mind, and then just feel it, images, colors, and it will like will work like super big, I guess.
Awesome. Do you have any words of wisdom to those who are watching to get to the level that you are today, or anything that you want to leave the audience today?
I'll say just practice. I think this was an amazing practice. I never done like especially live, like on like at work, yeah, but I guess like just to pick a subject or something that you're interested in, and just try to create something against the clock. You put yourself, it doesn't have to be like a website, it might be a banner. And as long as you keep practicing, you'll see that you start like gaining like more like the technique, and you know already like what you want to create.
Well said. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Ruben, what would you have done next time? Now that we're here.
Probably I don't know. I wouldn't change the way I approach this challenge. Of course, the secret ingredient was like a shock to me.
Yes.
Because those little characters don't like go into the what I had in mind. But that's what makes it pretty cool and interesting, because it's something that is out of the ordinary and just bring it in within what you have or what you have in your mind. So definitely, I would have probably wouldn't take a lot of time just on the second. I would say the second component. I think I spent a lot of time in there where I wanted to do like a footer section and everything, but I couldn't do it because of time, and I spent way too much time on the Among Us section. So definitely learning experience in there. I've been doing this for a lot of time now. But when the time is like on top of you, this is something that you're gonna get no matter what you are in life.
Yes.
You're gonna have deadlines. You're gonna have people like pushing and stuff, and it's okay to fall, because if you fall, you're gonna come back up even stronger. So that's it for me, man.
All right. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen.
One thing that I want to mention, I really like the image that you use for your header. Like, give like that 3D perspective. I really like it. That's a good play with the big font. And
it was a very well done job by both you guys. And regardless, the thing and why we started DesignOff, ladies and gentlemen, is because practice is the king and queen of everything. If you want, just like Ruben said, in different words, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Really, at the end of the day, if you went to math class, even though I didn't go to college, I know that's 1. 2 minus 1, you're still moving forward. So keep taking your crack at it, do your best, learn each step of the way. And I just want to thank both of you guys for spending 45 minutes of your day here to both do some awesome work, entertain, and be with a group of awesome friends. So I know on behalf of the audience, I want to thank you guys too as well. Guys, don't forget to follow Ansiosa and Ruben on Instagram. Their handles are right below them. You do not want to miss out the amazing content that they put out. Ansiosa with AR, VR, and a lot of other 3D things. And Ruben with a lot of knowledge dropping when it comes to UI, UX, and daily things you need to know as a UI, UX designer. So thank you guys, Ansiosa and Ruben. We'll see you on the next one. And
thank you, Brandon.
See you then. See you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I want to say thank you again for having spent your time with us today. It was such an amazing time having Ansiosa and Ruben with us today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, those of you guys who are watching and still want to submit your design, you still have an hour to put your work together, utilizing what our challenge is, our secret ingredient, and putting that together in Adobe XD for 8 p.m. EST tonight. So with that said, take a crack at it, submit your work, submit it on Instagram, either in your feed or stories using the hashtag DesignOff, and watch out for our Discord. We will be releasing who the winner is at 8 p.m. EST. The links for all that are down below. Now, with that said, I want to have you, if you have any questions, let us know either in the Front Row Discord or in the Game Changers Discord, and we'll have you to answer it there, or you can just even DM us individually. We'll get to you, no worries. With that said, I want to say thank you to everybody. A special thanks to Front Row and Adobe XD for sponsoring this amazing production. So with that said, guys, do not forget, you have an hour. I expect to see so much spectacular things in Instagram using the hashtag DesignOff. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, may the best designers win, and we will see you in an hour. Take it easy.